Rappers want to be athletes, and athletes want to be rappers. You know, Biggie had a lot of good friends. Shaq was one of them. That's a fly combination.
In 1994, Shaquille O'Neal met Christopher Wallace, better known as the Notorious B.I.G. or Biggie Smalls. They were both just 22. Shaq was a dominating center for the Orlando Magic, already a two-time All-Star, and Biggie was a breakout rap star.
First time I heard of Biggie Smalls was he said my name in a rap. Said I'm slamming brothers like Shaquille. It is real. And you know, instantly I became a fan. When I seen him, I saw that he was a big guy. And you know, it's an unwritten rule that all big guys stick together.
You're talking about two soulful individuals, and also they had a lot of swagger. You know what I'm saying? Their flows and deliveries.
Hip-hop mogul Sean P. Diddy Combs was Biggie's producer, collaborator, and friend. What kind of respect did he have for Shaquille the athlete?
Shaq is a beast, you know? Go hard or go home, and he really embodies that. You know, Biggie paid respect by shouting him out.
When he met Biggie, Shaq was already a rapper. His debut album, Shaq Diesel, went platinum in 1994. 2 years later, Shaq was working on his third album.
My concept was always to rap with my favorite rappers. So I put out a call to him and you know, asked him if he would, you know, do a song with me.
You know, he had asked Big to be on a record, and Biggie didn't really do records with anybody that he didn't really respect them musically. He wouldn't do something just to be nice.
He came back right away. He said, yes, I'll do the song.
Rapper Lil C's, Biggie's cousin, attended the recording session.
They embraced each other. And you know, from the get-go, it just became, it was like that. It was like they knew each other for years. You know, just that chemistry of just two people respecting each other's craft. The minute they got together, it was magic.
The song Shaq and Biggie recorded was called Can't Stop the Rain.
Basically, I was nervous. I was nervous. The reason why I was nervous because he was the greatest. We went to the studio and he got done in 5 minutes. It was the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life.
When I heard the song with him and Biggie, I was like, whoa. Yeah, Shaq could rap.
I'm a realist. It was a hit because he was on it.
Shaq joined the Lakers in 1996, and on March 6, 1997, celebrated his 25th birthday in LA. He met up with his friend, Biggie Smalls.
I was on Sunset Boulevard, and he was at the tattoo parlor. Yeah, he was a good spirit. He was getting a tattoo. I think he was getting a scripture on his arm. He invited me to his party.
They made plans to meet at that party, which would be held 2 days later in Los Angeles after the Soul Train Music Awards. Shaq's close family friend, Jerome Crawford, was supposed to pick Shaq up and bring him to the party.
I had on a cold white suit and with the white hat and all that. I was waiting on Uncle Jerome, and I put some headphones on. Usually Uncle Jerome would just come up, but I guess he tried to call the front desk and they wouldn't let him through. I was actually on my way. I was dressed, ready to go.
Shaq says he fell asleep and never made it to the party. A call from his mother woke him up at 4 a.m.
She said, "Did you go to the party?" And I'm like, "No, what are you talking about?" She said, "You know your friend was shot."
Shortly after midnight on March 9, 1997, Biggie left the party at the Peterson Automotive Museum in a SUV with 3 other passengers. A car had pulled alongside the SUV Biggie was in. Lil C's was in the back seat, directly behind Biggie.
One dude in the car by himself and just didn't say nothing, just rolled up on the car, pulled out his hand out the window, started firing into the car, firing into the Biggie door. Big was just slumped over the car, so just like with this shocked look on his face. Like, you know, like he just couldn't believe what just happened.
Biggie was shot 4 times in the chest and was pronounced dead a short time later at a local hospital.
It was a sad day for everyone, sad day for everyone.
In the years that followed, Shaq says he wondered whether he could have made a difference if he had made it to the party that night. In his autobiography, he wrote, If I would have been standing by his truck, would the killer still have shot? I've always asked that question.
I think that man would have changed things. If Shaq would have said, you know what, I'm gonna come with y'all. I'm sure him and Big would have rode together. That's the type of person Big was. You know what I mean? If he hanging out with him, it's like, all right, one of the other homeboys riding another car, I'm gonna ride with Shaq. And I'm sure Shaq would have had security, and I'm sure Big probably would have had enough security to come with him that day just to make sure Shaq was all right. So I definitely think if Shaq would have been there, it definitely would have changed. Definitely would have changed.
Shaq says that each year his birthday reminds him of the last time he saw his friend.
I just think I was fortunate enough to say that I knew him. Fortunate enough to say that, you know, he blessed me with 32 bars on my album. And I'm blessed enough to say that he knew me and I knew him. So I don't really think about the bad, I just think about the good time. And he is the greatest now. Even now when I listen to his verse on different beats, it still sounds like he's still here.